Hello everyone, Cindy Jordan here from North Carolina, and I just want to give a shout out to all my friends. Cannot list you, cannot get all the names out there, but I've been in touch with several of you the past 7 days, and some of you I've not seen in over a year or 2 years, and it just seems like synergetically I get a call from you, or I run into someone in the parking lot, or I get something on Facebook and find a way to connect with someone in person. And a lot of you I've not seen, obviously, because there's a lot of folks that I've been connected to through the years. But I just want to say thank you to all of you. And it's funny that I'm doing this video now. I mean, this is sort of like impromptu. But I've been making some videos about what I'm doing now, about the venture that I'm involved in now. And one of the things I want to say is, whenever I first got started in internet marketing and in the challenges of making videos as part of the training, one of the things I thought of prior to that was how our lives are stories unfolding. And when the video challenges came up, I thought, that's a neat way to have a diary of our lives. And we are creating our own lives, and we are writing our own story. And as I do these videos, and as I just listen to a call that I will prompt forever as long as that call is on, and that's the Think and Grow Rich morning mindset call. So listen to the folks who come on there, and Paul Hutchins, who starts the call off, and listen to the folks and their sharing. It is just like I'm always just inspired. And so today, through all that inspiration, it's just gratitude for everybody who's touched my life. And it came to me after I made my last video. I thought, wow, it is so unlike me to be putting stuff about myself out there on social media, and I don't even hardly understand social media, and yet I'm willing to be vulnerable. I'm willing to put myself out there. And then I thought, this is sort of a little bit of, some might think of a morbid thought, but on the one hand it is, and on the other hand it isn't. But it's like, after I'm gone, whenever that day may come, as far as I know, I'm in very good health, and that day is not soon. But whenever that day might come, people will have a record of my life and of my growth. That's one of the things that I've always appreciated about being a student of many teachers, and I attempt to choose the best teachers, to read their books, read their material, their blogs, to follow them in live workshops or live encounters. And I've had some really, really good teachers, and I'll name a few, like Father Thomas Keating, Carolyn Mace. These two come to mind right now. Louise Hay, and I could think of some others that just aren't coming to my mind right now. But what I want to say is, whenever you have a teacher and you follow them through the years, not as a guru, but just as inspiration and learning, a blessing that I've had is to watch them grow. And the way I discern if they're growing is how they change, how their worldview changes, how they become more compassionate and less rigid in views. And so I've always enjoyed that, because it's like, for me, that's inspiring to see my teachers grow. And so I just thought, how cool it might be for someone, or even for me, if it's no one else but me, is to go back and look at my earliest videos and remember where I was when I first started, and then watch as I grow. And one of the growth things that I've had, and I'll conclude with this thought, is in this internet marketing program that I'm with, one of the things that they stress is to bring value to the community. And so it's like, well, what value do I bring? Because I'm not an expert in anything in internet marketing. And so what I've discovered, what I've wanted it to be, but it was sort of like trying to make it happen, and it wasn't exactly flowing. But today it really started, the last couple of days really started getting into the flow, is the value that I'll bring is that inspiration and is that support for people. And I can network people to the other resources that they need, but mine is really, really to be there to assist people to their greatest and highest good, helping them discover that. I don't know what their highest good is, except that I know that whatever opens people up to love and compassion, that is their highest good, and to help, to not so much help, but to sojourn and to support people in that discovery process and into that opening up, and to celebrate that with people. And so I'm doing this through the internet marketing. I know that sounds a little strange, but actually I am doing it through the internet marketing, and also through coaching, and through some spiritual direction, and also through the body work that I do. My primary focus in the next year to come will be in the internet marketing realm and supporting people and finding their own financial freedom. This will not be for everyone unless they have a business. So this is really for entrepreneurs, and I'm not leaving other people out. I'll certainly, as our paths cross and as I continue to love my friends, and if you're among my friends, then I hope you know that, then I'll still be available and loving of these folks. And anybody who's not, who I encounter, who's not involved, if I have an encounter, I mean, my heart's going to be open to you, or open to those people. But my intention and my focus is really going to be turning towards those who are looking to enhance their lives by being an entrepreneur with internet marketing, and particularly people on my team. And I'm very excited about this. I see this as a form of ministry, and I've had an idea of it being a form of ministry, but through some additional training that I've had even outside of the Empower Network program, which is the one that I'm working with and building the team with, even outside of that, some other things have heightened my awareness and my skills and my projections of this being a very valid, a very awesome, a very unique form of ministry. And for those who don't know, I am a minister, and I've never been very traditional, obviously, maybe not so obviously, but for some, obviously. And so that's it. That's a little nugget of who I am and what I see myself bringing to the community. And so I want to leave you with the question and a word of encouragement. And that is, none of us are here by accident. None of us are breathing this air by accident, walking this earth by accident. And maybe you know what your purpose is. And if you do, that's wonderful. And I hope that you're finding the avenues to express yourself and live that out. If you're here and you're just doing the grind and just barely getting by, and yet there's something more, there's a couple of ways that if I can be supportive of you, I want to be. I'll say 3 ways, and I'll conclude with this. I might have said I'll conclude a few minutes ago, but I will conclude with this. And the first way is that I'd like to be supportive and helpful is to encourage you to find a place to get calm and settled. Maybe in the shower if you have children screaming everywhere, it may be difficult. But to find a place to take some deep breaths and just be, and to pray. And I'm not saying that because I'm a minister. I'm saying that because I hear so many stories of people, religious and non-religious. And I have my own story of being an agnostic. And realizing that just that prayer, calling out to the highest being of love, if there is a highest being of love, just calling out for help. Just say, help me. I can't do it anymore. Help me. I don't know what's next. And let it go and watch the next steps will unfold. The next call will come. So to hang in there is my first word of encouragement. My second word of encouragement is, I do coaching. Other people do coaching. So if you find that you're stuck and that there's something more and you'd like to explore that, then seek out a coach. If you feel you resonate with me, then we can talk about, becoming a client-coach relationship, or find someone else who's a coach. There's a lot of coaches out there. And so find someone that can help you, accept where you are, first of all. I mean, if you fight where you are, it just makes it worse. but take an assessment of where you are, come into a place of acceptance, but it doesn't mean you have to resign there. It means you say, okay, I'm ready for something else. When you talk with the coach, depending on what kind of coach, there's different kinds of coaches, life coaches, business coaches, and there is a difference between coaching and consulting. And some people are consultants, but they're calling themselves coaches. I've run into a couple of those. But at any rate, so a coach will be asking you questions to help you clarify, and through that clarification, you will discover what your next steps are. So I definitely encourage coaching. And then the third opportunity, perhaps, is if you are someone who knows that you want to be, who even has an inkling of entrepreneurship and knows that you want your own business, or knows that you want to get out of the living by someone else's schedule and rules and demands, and you're looking at a way to do that, and if you are interested in an online business and having income, a stream of income coming through online, and you're willing to work, I mean, it is a business, and you're willing to learn, and you're willing to do the work that's required, then definitely I would be glad to coach with you and to work with you to establish that business. We have the tools, we have the venue, we have the vehicle, we have the support, we have the mastermind groups, we have the training groups. So if you're interested in that, I'm definitely interested in talking with you, and and laying it out there and seeing if it is for you. And if it's not, then maybe we'll go back to the coaching idea, and so you can discover what is for you. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you this evening. It's a beautiful life. I'm loving it. I hope that you are finding richness in your life as well. And so until we meet again, my blessing to you is peace, love, and prosperity.